In the tough, demanding world of northern Pakistan, where getting good maternal health care can be a huge struggle, one doctor has spent her entire career doing something remarkable. She's not just treating patients, she's trying to change the whole system. This is the incredible story of Dr. Attiya Ayaz, a doctor, a scientist, and a leader whose work is a powerful roadmap for change.
It's a massive question, right? But it's really the question at the heart of Dr. Ayaz's entire story. How can just one person, with enough skill and drive, start to fix a system that feels broken? We're going to see that it's about more than just being a great surgeon. It's about being totally committed to evidence, to research, and to finding new ways to solve old problems.
Let's start with a number that kinda says it all: 81.08%. In a massive 12-year study that Dr. Ayaz led, that was the percentage of truly devastating birth injuries, called fistulas, caused by one single preventable thing: obstructed labor. Now that's not just a statistic, it represents thousands of women's lives completely turned upside down, and it points to a massive crisis in childbirth care.
So, to really get a handle on Dr. Ayaz's work, we first have to understand the world her patients are living in. We're talking about a severe maternal health crisis, especially in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. This is a place where the geography, the poverty, it all creates these huge, sometimes impossible barriers for women trying to get medical care.
At the very center of this crisis is a condition called obstetric fistula. It's a horrific internal injury that can happen during childbirth, but honestly, that medical definition barely even scratches the surface. The constant incontinence it causes is described as persistent and relentless, a condition that can absolutely shatter a woman's life.
And this is what we mean by shattering. This is the real human cost. It's a life of constant shame and discomfort that often leads to women being completely ostracized from their communities. Dr. Ayaz's research showed that her patients were almost all from these remote rural areas, and the vast majority had no formal education. She calls it a social calamity, and that's exactly what it is.
So, who steps up to face a calamity like this? Well, that brings us to Dr. Ayaz herself. Her whole career has been this incredible blend of hands-on work in the clinic and really high-level research, creating what you'd call a true clinician educator.
And her path was just paved with excellence from the very start. I mean, we're talking a gold medal for being first in her class in medical school, a silver medal before that. She even placed 6th in the entire country on a major exam. And then she went on to get her FCPS, which is the absolute top tier of specialization for a surgeon in Pakistan. You see the pattern here, right? Just total dedication and brilliance.
And this timeline just shows how that foundation of excellence was built, piece by piece, over 2 decades. From getting her medical degree back in 2001 to becoming a full professor of gynecology by 2022, it's a story of steady, unwavering commitment, climbing the ladder in one of the toughest fields in all of medicine. Okay, so with this incredible background, how did she actually take on those social calamities we were talking about? She did it with research. Rigorous, data-driven research that looked directly at the problem she was seeing with her own eyes every single day in the hospital. Now, what's so fascinating here is that this brings us right back to that number from the beginning. Her 12-year study laid out the causes so clearly. Look at that massive bar on the left, over 81%. That's from obstructed labor. The smaller one, just under 19%, is from surgical complications. The data gives you a crystal clear target. If you want to solve the fistula crisis, you have to solve the problem of obstructed labor.
And her conclusion, in her own words, is just so powerful because it offers real hope. This quote is key. First, she says, these horrible injuries are preventable. All it takes is better healthcare and awareness. And second, for the women already suffering, a successful repair is totally possible, often on the very first try. It's a message of both prevention and cure.
But Dr. Ayaz's work didn't just stop with fistulas, not by a long shot. Her innovative mindset and her total commitment to evidence-based medicine have touched on all sorts of life-threatening issues in maternal health.
For instance, take the debate over breech births. The global trend has been to just do a C-section for every single case. But Dr. Ayaz pushed back with research called vaginal breech delivery still a safe option. She argued that with the right skills, it's still a safe choice, and that we're losing these vital obstetrician skills. That's a pretty brave stance to take in modern medicine. And then there's this. This finding is just shocking. In a 2009 study on preeclampsia, a really dangerous high blood pressure disorder in pregnancy, 100% of the cases she saw were unbooked emergencies. That means not a single one of these high-risk women had received any regular prenatal care. It's a flashing red light, signaling a huge gap in the healthcare system.
But this is where her genius for practical, real-world solutions really shines. Postpartum hemorrhage, that severe bleeding after childbirth, is a major killer. Instead of some complex surgery, her research promoted a simple, low-cost technique using a basic Foley catheter, something that's in almost any clinic. You just inflate it like a tiny balloon inside the uterus, and it puts pressure right on the bleeding. It's a brilliantly simple idea.
And the result of that simple technique? A staggering 95.6% success rate. In a place where resources are limited, having a highly effective, cheap, and accessible way to save lives, well, that's nothing short of revolutionary. It saves mothers' lives and avoids much riskier surgeries. So, all of this leads us to her ultimate impact. Because a true legacy isn't just about the lives you save yourself. It's about passing on your knowledge and building a system that can save countless more long after you're gone.
And Dr. Ayaz builds her legacy every day through leadership. She's not just a professor, she runs a 48-bed hospital unit. She's not just a teacher, she's actually certified in health profession education, meaning she's an expert in how to teach medicine well. She is personally shaping the next generation of doctors in her region.
And her influence spreads way beyond her own specialty. Just look at this table. It's a quick snapshot of her collaborative work. She connects maternal anemia to low birth weight, so she's working in pediatrics. She studies risk factors for malnutrition, which is public health. She even contributes to cancer research. It just shows she sees the whole picture of women's and children's health.
You know, in the end, this quote really sums it all up perfectly. She takes what she does in the clinic and combines it with what she discovers through research. She doesn't just see challenges, she sees them as opportunities to make things better for everyone and to save lives.
Which brings us right back to where we started, but with a whole new way of looking at it. What is the true measure of a life's work? Maybe it's not just one thing. Maybe it's the number of women who can go back to their families, the number of mothers saved by a simple balloon, and maybe, just maybe, it's the number of young doctors she's trained to carry on that legacy of healing.